Hey guys, it's Dragon Rockstar here. Everyone knows that Fairy Tail Snow got hit, and also Brilliant Fusion got hit. But now I'm coming with you guys with a lightsworn Shaddoll deck, because thanks to the ban list, Construct came back. So I'm coming with you guys a 60 card lightsworn Shaddoll deck. Now, most of you guys are going to ask in the comments below, how does this work? What cards do you run, stuff like that to make this work, and why is it 60 cards? Now, it's 60 cards because Lightsworn's like to mill a lot, and it's better not to deck out. If you have this at 40 cards, you're more likely to deck out quickly than anything. But I'm coming with you guys for both the main deck, side deck, and extra deck. So let's go ahead and get started. The side deck is twice as different than the original side deck, and the extra deck is also twice as different than it was beforehand. But let's go ahead and start out with the monsters here. Give me a second. Alright, so for the monsters, triple Feckveller. Obviously everybody knows as soon as I get my hands on a playset of Ash Blossoms, I will be switching out Feckvelers for Ash Blossoms, but Feckveller is the budget version of both Ash Blossom and Infinite Appearance, so it's better to run these. And I'm also doing triple Glowstoric Snow Rabbit. I am finally putting this back into the deck because I actually want to draw this more ever, because it can hurt a lot of different decks and a lot of different variants of decks. So, two best hand traps in the game is Glowstoric Snow Rabbit and Ash Blossoms, but the third best hand trap, if you don't have Ash Blossoms, is Feckveller. But still, it's good. Now, for the Shaddoll lineup, it's very small, but it works and it's consistent as hell. Double Shaddoll Beast, double Shaddoll Hedgehog, one Shaddoll Dragon, one Shaddoll Squamata, and one Shaddoll Falco. All good Shaddoll monsters. Falco is good on certain points, but it's bad on some other points. Squamata is no matter what good. Shaddoll Dragon is basically your MST with legs, if it's sent to the graveyard. Shaddoll Hedgehog is just basically your adder to get back all your Shaddoll cards and help you recycle your Shaddoll cards a little better. Shaddoll Beast is good when it's milled. So, they're all really good and useful Shaddoll monsters. For the Lightsworns, double Raiden. I've been getting a little bit of hate of why am I running 2 Raidens, and I think most people are telling me to run 3 Raidens. The reason why I'm running 2 because it's a good normal summon, but it's also a bad normal summon at some points as well, because I prefer to draw the one engine that I will show you in just a moment. But Raiden's good only on certain points. Plus, it's good to special summon off of Sayuja if you can get Sayuja on the board. So double Raiden. Triple Wolf, personally the best Lightsworn in the whole entire deck because you just send it from so much you can send it off of. It's really good. Double Lumina. I'm finally running 2 Luminas. It's actually very useful because it can help you link faster and link. It just goes better with different combos. And double Felice. Felice is good off of just Minerva alone. You mill just because of Minerva. And Minerva helps you get to there. Plus, it's good to mill off of Raiden, or if you have to, you can normal summon Luna and get some mills off of that. So Felice is usually very useful. And then the one Lila, which is my spicy tech, because Necro Valley can hurt you if you're going against rogue decks, and Zombie World can somewhat hurt you from getting your pluses off your monsters. So Lila is very useful in some points. It's also very good to go against certain decks. And it's just an MST with legs. If I had it my way, I would be running more of her, but I think 1 is fine how it is. This is the far best normal summon in the deck. Preoplant over Scorpio with the Colon Cobra and 1 Glow Ball. Like, this is the best normal summon in the deck. It helps you get up with your plays. You don't run Lone Fire Blossom because it can... Yes, it thins your deck. Yes, it helps you summon out Scorpio. But it can be much of a brick in some points, and I just didn't want to have like 1 Lone Fire Blossom in here for no reason. And personally, I wouldn't really recommend using Lone Fire Blossom because Scorpio, it just helps you there. Also, Scorpio can help you search for Shaddoll Fusion It's in super polarization. So Scorpio, if obviously everybody knows Brilliant Fusion got hit to 1, and I'm still running Brilliant Fusion no matter what. So if Brilliant Fusion's already been drawn, you have more resources to search out with just Scorpio alone. And then Glow Ball is good. I don't really use it to summon out Nat Beast anymore. I use it for more Link Fodder. It's pretty good how it is. For the best tuner of the deck is Shaddoll. I run triple Shaddoll. Don't judge me because I have 1 holo and 2 non-holos. Shaddoll is good because it's just it's a Black Rose for first turn. It helps you get rid of the board. Altergeist, I really do hate Altergeist because this deck has a very grind game through Altergeist. This is so far one of the best cards to get around Altergeist. I'm still running the Clown engine, so I run the 1 damage juggler, double hat trigger, and the 1 trick clown. I've done a lot of testing, and 3 hat trigger is kind of actually bricky now. Even though this is a 60 card deck and I can run a 3rd hat trigger, it can be bricky because you'll draw 2 hat triggers and not a normal summon, and then your opponent, like, this is a go second build, so hat trigger is very good. But you don't want to see it all the time because you just don't want to overextend your boards a lot. And you don't want so many monsters on the boards because it can brick and it can stop you from continuing your plays. And Trick Clown's good because when it's milled, you just get a free plus. You can discard. There's so many discard fodders to get rid of this out of your hand if necessary. Damage Juggler's the same. Now, thanks to the fact that this deck barely banishes a lot, it actually makes it very good of a grind game against certain matchups. I didn't notice that. I'm still running the 1 Goblinberg and the 1 Revival Golem. So many people have asked what this does. Revival Golem is just a free special summon monster. It's a level 4 Earth target. I don't really use Interior Beast anymore, but I like Revival Golem because when it's milled, you can just use it for Link Fodder. Goblinberg is self-explanatory. It's just a free normal summon, switch to defense mode, free special summon. So it gets you 2 monsters on the board. It's very useful. They're both Earth targets, so they can help you out summon out Curious much faster. And then I'm doing something with a different spice. Is the 1 and only Blacklisted Soldier Envoy Beginning. Sorry, it's not holo. Everybody always has a holo Blacklisted Soldier Envoy Beginning. I don't like using holo versions because they tend to get taken a lot faster, and this was the only one I could find out of my collection for right now, so I'm running the 1 Blacklisted Soldier Envoy Beginning. I am tempted and boosting up more than 1, but for now I'm running the 1 and it works perfectly. It's a free OTK, it gets around everything. You don't really use the banishing effect of Blacklisted Soldier, but it does you, dude. And then the 1 Garnet because it's Garnet. Because you're running Brilliant Fusion, so might as well. For the spell cards, triple Charge of the Light Brigade, lightsworn, you run 3, and then triple Solar Recharge. Now, I maxed this out because you do draw lightsworns, such as Wolf, and usually I'll draw a Solar Recharge, and you just get for pluses there. And triple Charge, because it's a lightsworn deck, you might as well run 3. For the 2 spell cards, I run double Pot of Desires. Even though this is a 60 card deck, I didn't like running 3 Pot of Desires. I like it when it's still at 2 when I was running a 50 to 54 card deck. So Desires is good, but it can also be cloggy at some points. So I personally just like running 2, and Desires is good no matter what, in any source of deck that I've so far tested now. Double Mind Control, this is the far best, the most best card in this whole entire deck. Because this will help you bait off a few, like if your opponent has a board that you can't get around, you play this, make it where they waste their negations and their negators and stuff, and just take their monster and use that monster for link plays. I did not see this coming, that this was very, very useful. I'm actually going to try to get me a 3rd one and run this at 3. This is so far the best card of the deck, and I personally will run more than 1 if I could get me a 3rd one. It can help you with your link plays. This is all really the best. And then 2 by the Graves, because this is a go second deck. 3 can clog, And since this is a Ghost second deck, you're going to see this a lot more at 2 than you are at 3. Because if you run this at 3, you're more likely not going to see it as much. This is very strange, is when you're running 2 of certain spells, you're going to mainly see those 2 spells more often than the 1-ofs and the 3-ofs. That was surprising when I've been testing through my test hands and such. I see this, I see Mind Control, more than I see Charge, Solar Recharge and such. It's weird, but it's good ratios. For the Shaddoll spell cards, double Shaddoll Fusion, 1 L Shaddoll Fusion, and then 1 Super Promulgation followed by the 1 Brilliant Fusion. These are all good cards to search off obviously off of Party Plant over Scorpio. Plus, it's sad this homeboy got hit to 1. It's really sad. Oops. This is really sad that this got hit to 1. I personally think that it didn't deserve to go to 1, but then I saw what they did off the ban list, and they brought a lot of fusion ones. They brought like El Shaddoll Construct to 1, and I see why they did that, because Shaddolls need the support, but there's a lot of variants of different Shaddoll decks. I personally understand why they hit this and Gold Star. It's good. It's understandable. That's why I'm still going to play the 1-off no matter what until this thing gets banned. Super Poly is just broken, and then El Shaddoll Fusion is pretty good, and then Shaddoll Fusion is the best. Most people are probably going to comment, why am I running only 2 Shaddoll Fusions? 3 is a little too much. You'll see this in your beginning hand, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So believe it or not, from my test hands for a couple times, I brick with this card for the past couple of times I've done test hands and such. I brick just for drawing this. Even though this is a Ghost second build, you want to see this a lot. Personally, I didn't want to see this a lot because I didn't have the link materials to do so, so I cut that down by 2. For the 1-ofs, which is obvious, different 1-ofs, I brought back 2 of them. 1 reinforces the army. It helps you search out your Goblinberg. It helps you search out your Raiden. It just helps you get your materials faster. 1 for 1 just for the blow-up ball combos. It's good. I personally won't cut it out. 1 Monster Reborn and then 1 Foolish Burial. They're just, all these guys here are just your extenders. They help you get out your cards. They just help you search. They help you special summon. They just give you more extenders to help you make a better board. So that's it for the 60 card main deck. For the extra deck, and then I'm going to come with you with the side deck. Now the side deck is going to see some changes over time. The extra deck might see a change or 2, but for now I keep it how it is. But for the extra deck, the only Xyz in the whole entire extra deck is Minerva, because it just helps you get more resources in the grave for you to get more combos, and it helps you extend more of a board. It helps you get Wolf, Fleece, Revolver Golem, and such just in the graveyard just to go up with your combos. Plus, it helps you send your Shadolls faster. So this would be the only XE I run in the whole entire deck. And every lightsworn deck, I am going to run one of these. I don't care if I have to cut out a card or such, but yeah. For the Synchro 7s, give me a second. 1 Black Rose and 1 F.A. Dawn Dragster. Both good, useful 7s in the deck, and I personally won't cut either out. I did cut out Michael and all that because the deck got hit really hard. Those down in the comments below, please put RIP Fairy Tale Snow if you guys would like. And like I said, please comment and subscribe down below. Let me know if you guys think that Snow deserved to be hit and Snow didn't deserve to be hit. I just want to know down in the comments below. But as I was saying here, 2 Synchros, level 7s. Black Rose is good because I don't like Altergeist, and I really hate going against Altergeist. This deck has a very weak matchup, mainly against Altergeist and Mirror Match. So it can brick, but it's very good at some points too. And then F.A. Dawn Dragster because it's very good. For my Synchro 8, and my only Synchro 8, is Warlord Savage Dragon. I pull me this from my sneak peek. This was the world's best, luckiest pull I've ever done. I've never really pulled one of these from my sneak peek. Sorry guys, I didn't get a chance to do open my packs on my channel from my sneak peek. The reason why, because they had us use our sneak peek packs and make a deck out of all the stuff that we had there, but it was cool. This helped me win 1 or 2 games from that sneak peek, but this was lit. This was my very first pull that I didn't expect to pull him, and I personally will only run him at 1. 2 will be bricky in this source of deck, and based on what you can do with the deck, you'll have a lot of special summons and a lot of Synchro Force to help you turbo this out a little bit faster. For the fusions, which is very big, but very not at the same time. It helps at certain points. One Shaddoll Construct, the babe of the babe. Sorry it's not ulti, I didn't get a chance to get me one before it spiked up. But I had to get me one from myself. This is the Mega Pack version. But Shaddoll Construct came back. The queen of Shaddolls. I love the fact that she did. But you run the one Shaddoll Construct. You also run Shaddoll Shikiria. I can't really pronounce that name right. Let me know down in the comments below if I pronounced that right or not. Shikirhainuga? Something like that. I can't really say that name right. But I run one of her. You don't really summon her that much, but she's very good against like a heavy grind game. If you're in the middle of a good match and it's back and forth and you can summon this, it's broken. And then 2 Shaddoll Windows. You use one for Link Fodder and then you special summon the other one afterwards. So it just helps you get out your special summons better and faster. And those, if you're going to comment down below and ask, don't this prevent you from special summoning twice? But once she's removed off the field, you can special summon as much as you want. So it's a good stall card if necessary against certain decks. And then 1 Gemini Seraphinite, obviously for the Brilliant Fusion. It's self-explanatory. Those are all the fusions I run in the deck. And yes, this is a 15-card extra deck. If I can get me a Bulbasaur Dragon, I'll be running that instead of 1 Link monster in the obviously in my extra deck. I run for the Link 2s 1 Nightmare Phoenix because back row is very hard for this deck to continue. You need to get the first special summon. It's going to be a little time for you before you get the next one. 1 Proxy Dragon because it helps you protect your board. You all mainly will end up like with Sayuja, Proxy Dragon, like over here. You'll have Savage Dragon, Winda, and something else on the board. So Proxy Dragon just it helps protect your stuff. Usually you want to try to get a Link monster in the graveyard. So I have this guy, the generic Link 2. I don't know how to pronounce his name ever, but he's the generic Link 2 monster. You'll use this to once you use both Curious and Sayuja. If you use one of these two to help out with your combos, and once you get done using them, you send them to the graveyard. That way, Bulbasaur Savage can get its effect to target one of the your Link monsters and just go on from there. But you do run Curious in the deck because obviously it's Curious. It helps you turbo mill a lot more and helps you turbo out your resources. Sayuja Scoldred because you love draw cards. This deck you need to draw cards. If you want, you could run 2Ds to help you speed out through your deck and maybe cut out another monster in the extra deck. But I like running 1 because it's good. And then the 1 Warlord Dragon, Warlord Dragon. It's good. Mainly against Thunder Dragons. It's really amazing against Thunder Dragons. I actually like using this against Thunder Dragons. I actually won 2 games just testing out the deck at my friend's little tournament that he hosted. This was really good against Thunder Dragons. It was really fun. And yes, I did test this deck out at a tournament, and it worked out pretty well. But also for the side deck, that's both the main deck and extra deck. But for the side deck can be based on your personal preference. I did the side deck because I don't like Altergeist, so I run a lot of these cards in here because of Altergeist and Skyscrapers. I really hate both of those, playing against both of those, so I main deck a lot of these cards for those. Plus, also, due to the fact the new Danger Stein FDK came out, That's why I run Ghost Trick Snow Rabbit in the main deck, as well as 2 other cards in my side deck. So for my side deck, I run 2 Droll and Lockbirds. 3 is actually very needed for the deck, but for my side deck, but I had a hard time putting cards in the side deck. So I ran it based on what decks I don't like going against. This is good against Danger Thunder Dragons, and it's also good against sometimes Sky Strikers and Thunder Dragons by themselves. This is very useful against those decks. I personally will never cut these out of the side deck. Want to get me a third one, I'm probably going to boost this up to 3 because obviously this is a 60 card deck, so you really want to see this as often. Triple Dekosekas. Altergeist and Sky Strikers, this is very good against. In this deck, you don't really set your spells or traps. You don't really have that many trap cards besides in the side deck. But you don't really set your spells and traps. You mainly use them if your opponent tries to, you mainly use their spells and traps. You barely set them. But Dekaseka helps you go against a lot of certain decks. And then if you drop this on Altergeist, they just pretty much look at you like crap. And then if you drop this against, it's just a broken card. I personally will like keeping this at 3. I probably pick me up a playset, and it's broken. There's nothing else to say to Dekaseka. I'm still running the Prankletops. I think this is still a good card. I'm cut it down to 2 because there's 2 cards I actually want to test out against certain things. I never really thought of it until now. And I'll show you in just a second, but 2 Prankletops just to get rid of certain things you don't want to go against. Like, it just helps you get rid of those problematic cards that hurt you. 2 Hatronades. Now, this is very good against Sky Strikers and Altergeist, and I have the room to side deck them both. I personally will never cut these out, and I will keep them how they are, because they help you go against certain... It's just good against Sky Strikers and Altergeist. I hate Sky Strikers, and I hate Altergeist. I hate that Sky Strikers have stayed in this meta for too long, and I'm surprised that Konami's still keeping them out. I think it's because they're trying to promote more of Sky Striker cards, and they're printing out a few more Sky Striker cards in the next couple sets. But this is still a good card, and I'm surprised no one really runs this. This is really good of a card. I will never cut this. I might cut this out just to run more Prankletops and Droll and Lockbird, but for now, I like how this is. For the other spell cards, Triple Twin Twister, it's a must. It's needed for the deck. It's just self-explanatory. And then Triple Red Reboot against Altergeist. I hate Altergeist and Sky Strikers because they just broken. But yeah, most of you guys down in the comments below are probably gonna ask, where's Imperial Order? If you hate Sky Strikers so much, where is Imperial Order? Why aren't you running Imperial Order and such and such? The reason why I'm not gonna not run Imperial Order, because obviously this deck has a lot more spells than it did beforehand. So the deck can mess up if I play Imperial Order on a wrong time or a wrong situation. A few of you guys are probably gonna comment down below, why aren't you running like Nightmare Griffin and Nightmare Unicorn? Griffin is good for certain matchups, and Unicorn, I don't own one yet, and I'm trying to get me one. So it'll take me time to get those type of cards, and then once I get those cards, I'll test out some combos, and I'll bring you another deck profile, probably within maybe the next week or so, how the deck runs and how the deck is progressing, and then let you guys know if I changed a few things or not. But yeah, and also at my friend's tournaments that he hosted, I went against 3 Thunder Dragons, 1 Danger FDK, Danger Stein FDK, a mirror match, which was actually quite fun to go against, 2 Sky Strikers, and 1 Altergeist. And this was all on yesterday. And this was it was a tough choice. It was really hard against 2 Thunder Dragons. I lost against 2 of the Thunder Dragons, the one of the Altergeist players, and one of the Sky Striker players. But overall, I did came in, I think it was 5th place or 6th place. It was really fun. I give you that. The deck is very good against certain decks, and it's very have a hard time. I did not go against a true Draco player, which is surprising, because I was hoping to go against one of those to test out if the deck can reach up that far. But, yeah, this deck works pretty well. Let me know down in the comments below or what you guys think I should cut out or what you guys think I should try out, and I will give a test. So, yeah, you guys let me know down in the comments below what you guys think I should change. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please give the video a like. The more likes I get, the more I'll bring out more amazing content like this. Thank you guys so much. Dragon Rockstar, signing out.